came into my head for this project was Poem on the Menu. I started this about a week ago, and I wanted to give people something sort of physical to encounter in poetry form. Because we're all stuck inside and at home due to the coronavirus, I wanted to put out a poem 3 days a week to connect with other humans and to let other people stop and ponder and muse and sort of turn inward and feel connected and in community at a time when we all need it desperately. I think poems speak for us in ways that we can't always articulate, but when we read them, we hear ourselves thinking and we can feel ourselves heard and understood. So I hope it speaks to people.
What we're doing is giving applause at 9 p.m. to show appreciation for all the people, healthcare workers, doctors, medical researchers on the front line of this coronavirus pandemic, and to just show our appreciation and gratitude for them. I got the idea from, I was Skyping my aunt who's in Hamburg, Germany right now, where this tradition's been going on there and some other parts of Europe. So I actually caught her right as she was doing it out her window. It's at the point over there where you just hear other people doing it and join in.
My wife, she's a nurse in the ER. She's on the front lines, and I love her, and I'm so grateful that she's doing what she's doing. She's a nurse at a Sibley Hospital down in DC. She's in the Corona tent every day, helping, just doing the best she can and helping everyone that she can, and super grateful, and she's just glad that she can help.
Rochelle Kaufman and Bozeman, hope is a key word, and she's spreading it in the form of wreaths, but not making them herself. She's giving that opportunity to you.
This is the perfect time to create.
At the Flower Bar, kindness blooms literally. That's what Rochelle Kaufman hopes for in each bouquet.
Since we can't meet in person, I figured let's bring the creativity and the workshop to someone at home.
Except spending time with flowers might seem like a tough thing to do when we are spending time indoors. Not to Kaufman.
It's springtime. We want to see like greenery and flowers. The wreath workshop DIY kit is available for a family to get together and learn different types of flowers. High risk. I would just want to decorate their front porch with a wreath.
Kaufman doesn't stop there.
I've always wanted to spread more kindness, so I created this campaign called Kindness Blooms.
Nominate someone you find inspirational or kind, whether it's by picking up someone's groceries or finding creative ways to flatten the curve. They could get free flowers at their doorstep.
That's hope. Winter will pass, spring will come.
Kaufman challenges you to send as many nominations as you can. For as long as kindness blooms, hope will too.
We will get through this. And there is the little bulb at the end of the tunnel.
Of the best in humanity. Fox 23's Jacqueline Coleman shows us how a little kindness means a lot to some elderly Mississippi residents.
Kindness in action. The population in our world. The elderly, schools, and churches around the globe are giving out grab-and-go lunches. But Officer Shakira Burt and Mayor Quincy Rogers says they didn't see a lot of resources for the older population during this pandemic.
We haven't had anyone that infiltrates giving out food, hot and ready meals, or even just perishable goods for our elderly.
The city of Lumberton partnered with O'Charley's to provide meals to those who can't leave their homes during a time like this, especially since the shelves look a little more bare than usual. That's where O'Charley comes in with a hot and ready meal.
Mr. Jason Fitz here at O'Charley's has so generously helped us in getting some food, some good food, and we'll get that out to them today. Just we'll go door to door.
This is a project just hitting its peak as city leaders plan to put into action more community service ideas.
Leaders, this is what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to reach out to those people. We're supposed to be able to take care of those people as best we can.
Everybody is focused on fear, and we're neglecting the things that are most important, which is kind of giving back to those who cannot be mobile to get to the grocery store and get their necessities and their needs.
Good news for the Pine Belt. In Hattiesburg,
positivity seems to be a big theme, especially during this time. Well, we have a group here who's going to show us and tell us what they're doing.
Yeah, so we've got these kids here that we've been hanging out with for a couple of weeks, homeschooling these guys. We're all teachers, so we're going to keep them together, learning a little bit, and we decided we need to have something positive done behind our house. We got this great path, and we challenged the kids to do some art, write some messages, make some signs, and even leave some chalk out so other people can leave some messages.
All right, and Brian, have you seen anyone participating in this so far?
Oh yeah, we're seeing a lot of people seeing messages on Facebook. People are trying to find out where it is, so we leave a message where we're located. They come out, they write messages, and the kids come, they check it out a couple times a day, and they're like, yeah, there's more out there, Mom, there's more out there, Dad. Even some people picked up the chalk before it rained, and they'll bring the chalk back hopefully later today.
Okay, and how long do you plan on leaving this out here?
I don't know, I guess until we run out of chalk. I don't know. It's up to these guys. They're enjoying it, so as long as they want to keep this up, we'll keep going.
Yeah, what are some of the messages that you've read?
Just be safe, be positive, we care about you, thanks, just all kinds of great messages. It's kind of fun to see.
All right, anything else you would like to say?
Come on out, come right on the sidewalk, leave a message, wave, say hi to the dog.
All right, thank you. And this just goes to show that education goes beyond the books and the studies, and you can teach your students how to spread kindness and be an inspiration. Reporting in Brooklyn Park.
I'm the assistant director in Fort Lupton.
Like many of us, Risa May is temporarily working remotely from home.
I live here in Loveland.
Far different than the long daily drive she's used to making to the Fort Lupton Public and School Library.
That's got to be quite the commute.
It's about 35 miles each way, so it's 70-mile round trip each day.
You must end up spending a lot of gas.
I do. I average about $35 a week, which is what I want to share with my friends and community because I'm not putting it in my gas tank, which I think is wonderful.
That's right. Since she doesn't have to make that drive right now, she's using her gas money to enrich the lives of 3 people each week.
As I'm spending that $35 a week ordering meals from local restaurants, having Grubhub or Uber Eats or whoever deliver it. That way we can keep our local restaurants in business.
Teresa figures 3 meals a week will not only help local businesses, but it'll also bring a smile to friends' faces who might need one right now.
There's a message here that you want to share with folks.
Yeah, I hope people know that we're still connected and that we are still thinking about each other.
What do you think you're going to end up spending on this whole thing?
To be honest, I'm willing to spend my $35 a week for as long as we're not working because it's not going in my gas tank, so I just assume it goes from my heart to somebody else's heart.
There's plenty of heart coming from this librarian in Loveland who's hoping others will take note during this interesting chapter in our lives.
I think that nothing but the best can come out of this.
This is Kevin Torres, Fox.
To just afford groceries, but this morning a Valley church is hoping to make that a little bit easier by giving away free food and free supplies. Jamie's in Glendale, where they are spreading the love big time this morning. Good morning, Jamie.
Good morning to you. Yeah, I want to show you some pictures from the sky here. We sent the chopper up over at Vineyard Church, North Phoenix. We're at 63rd Avenue and Peoria. Take a look at the cars lined up. They are streaming around. In fact, I talked to some folks. They got here as early as 6 a.m. They're about to start handing out food very, very soon. But let's listen in to see what one woman had to say to me.
We got here about 6:30 this morning, and we're here because we had pretty much everything we needed. We buy usually for about a month at a time normally, but we had neighbors and friends who needed it more, so we ended up giving everything we had away.
And she'll probably end up doing the same thing, I bet. So let's talk to Pastor Matt here at Vineyard Church, North Phoenix. This is quite an operation you have here.
Yeah, you know, we have a food bank that operates 7 days a week. And like every other church in town, we've been thrust in having all of the activities that we primarily have being moved to online. But we said we want to do everything that we can to keep our food bank open. We service somewhere between 200 and 250 families a week that come to our food bank to receive groceries and different things, and so we've been following all of the local and state officials' guidelines to keep things safe, but we're really excited today to have a great big outreach where we hope to, we're probably going to be serving somewhere around 500 households in partnership with an organization called Convoy of Hope that last week delivered a semi-truck full of non-perishable food items, paper towels, toilet paper, and so we were thrust into action. We wanted to do something that really kind of gave those things to the community. And so today we are really excited to be able to offer those goods to all of those that come today.
And you're making it a drive-through experience as well, minimal contact. You'll be asking about how many folks in the household, and then they'll be provided with supplies.
Yeah, absolutely. We want to keep everyone safe. We want to be able to stay open, but we want to keep everyone safe. And so the cars will pull up. They're going to be asked how large their household is. And then based on that, they'll be receiving non-perishable food items like pasta and tuna fish and canned goods and cereal.
And toilet paper, which is so important.
Cleaning items.
The line just opened up here, so folks are getting ready to receive their goods. Again, this is a Vineyard Church, North Phoenix. This is a really, really big operation that they have going out here. If you missed today, this is happening till
And they're
11.
doing takeout. Now, they're spreading goodwill one burger at a time after one customer donated 20 burgers. The act spread on social media.
More people saw it, more people kept donating, and then we had this big pot of burger money. And so we decided to take it out to essential workers and start delivering burgers. And I kind of just, branded it hashtag spreading burger joy.
Desiree Washington is the co-owner of Take 3 and has seen the act of kindness spread in the past 2 weeks.
We've given out over 200 meals to hospitals, small doctors' offices, daycare centers. The VA hospital was one of them. And some families that are immobile.
While using precautions, she drops off food to offices to spread joy. People have nominated their friends or family that are working during this time.
So it feels really good. I just keep using the word like humane. It feels like humanity. It feels like what we should be doing during times like these.
They're taking donations over the phone and through social media. The burger joint is located on Fulton Street in downtown Fresno. And while business has changed due to the pandemic, they're grateful for each order and each act of kindness.
We've been here for 5 years and it hasn't been easy, but we do it for the love of our customers and for the love of this community, and to be able to share positivity right now and have it shared back with us, we're so grateful.
A local business finding a small way to pay it forward.
So it's normal to feel helpless or worried, but there are still ways we can help one another, even if it's on a smaller scale. Now, connecting with your family members, giving them a call, or FaceTiming them can really lift up your spirits. If you're healthy, consider giving blood. Donating is essential to community health, and the American Red Cross is facing a shortage right now due to the pandemic. Supporting local businesses, order takeout from your favorite spot, or try something new. Also, don't hoard. Donate some canned goods. Food banks and soup kitchens are seeing really high numbers right now. And also, let's not forget about our wonderful front of the line workers. Call your local fire department, police station, or hospital. Show your appreciation with thank you cards. Pick them up some pizza or even donuts from a local shop. And lastly, rest. Take care of yourself. Go for a walk and stay healthy. And speaking of taking care of
doctors, News 12 Connecticut's Justin DeVellis has more on that story.
They are right now in the front lines, risking their health, risking their lives for the benefit of sick people. And that, to me, that's a pure hero. This is 14,000 here.
Scott Kelly says the Umbrella Club typically helps children with special needs.
A child that might need help paying for a wheelchair or a stander or a walker, or need to help pay for therapy that insurance wouldn't cover.
But today, the organization delivered something different.
We want to keep it always flexible because we're about helping others, organization, not just children, that's our focus. But when things like this come up, having the flexibility so that we can help people in need, the community, doctors, nurses, people that need this protection.
Tangible support in the form of thousands of surgical masks for healthcare workers.
Tremendous spirit that has been present since the start, since the first case in Connecticut, and it's inspirational to watch and be a part of.
Former Lieutenant Governor and Umbrella Club member Michael Fedeli delivered 13,000 masks given to him by an anonymous donor.
These type of crises really bring out the humanity in us and who we are as people and then who we are as a nation.
The organization then matched that number.
It is refreshing to see the community coming together and pulling together.
One big family pushing for a brighter tomorrow.
Eventually, when we get on the other side of this, I just hope that people realize how important it was to come together in a time of crisis and to pitch in when you can.